Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mike from Dark Magical Gaming, back at it again. Just come off of a 8th place finish at the 100-player Battles of Chaos case tournament in Las Vegas, Nevada, this past Sunday. Decided to play Heroes for the event because I just felt like one of the biggest cards that you see played right now in the current meta is Droplet, and Droplet is just ending games by itself. And I felt like Darklaw was a card that no one was really respecting, and that Darklaw by himself actually really destroys just a lot of the meta decks right now. So apparently that theory was correct. So we're going to go over a quick overview of matchups real quick, and then we're going to dive into the initial deck profile. Before we get started, make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Send this to your friends. It just encourages me to make more content like this, more hero videos, more Dark Magician videos, things of that nature. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and share the video and like the video. Also, I'm doing a giveaway of a playset of Brothers of Legend Magician Souls. You don't want to miss out on that, especially as the price hike continues to go up because of the base deck. So definitely, I'll have the video down in the description bar below. Make sure that you check that out and hit that subscribe button so you can be entered into the Magician Souls giveaway. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into our matchups of the day on Sunday. Do forgive me, I've been having some audio issues the last couple videos. I did purchase a new microphone. My big microphone will not work with my iPhone, so I have this small one, and for some reason it has some interference with it. So if you know anything about audio, feel free to share. I'm running out of options, so thank you. So, day 2, round 1, we 2-0 Sword Soul Mecha Phantom Beast. Going into round 2, we 2-0 a Tenyi Sword Soul deck. Going into round 3, we go to game 3 against the base deck. Round 4, we 2-0 another Tenyi Sword Soul. I 2-0'd every Tenyi Sword Soul deck that I played against. And then we won 2-0 against Sky Striker. Our next round was unfortunately our first loss of the day, which was against Prank Kids. And I think that's the deck that I really didn't respect enough with my deck building choices. Sure, if you go first, Darklaw is very good, but unfortunately I did lose a die roll. Not much Darklaw can really do against an established field. And then the last round of Swiss, we played against Adventure PK, which ended in a draw. Then going into Top Cut, we played against the Dragon Tales deck, which is basically Adventure Token Dragon Link. We did go to game 3 on that one. So very good for the day. I was very happy with how the deck performed, and we're going to go ahead and dive right in here. Make sure that you check out Super Insane. I believe it is 18. I'll have his description, his channel link in the description below. He did the initial deck profile in Vegas for me, and I'm going to go ahead and put the visual representation of the deck on the screen right now. You can feel free to pause it there if you would like a clear image of the cards in the video. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'll go over what I played and the reasonings for what I played. So we start off with 3 Ferris. This card's insane. This is one of your main combo initiators of the deck. Keep in mind that Ferris only locks you into heroes if you use the effect to place a Vision Hero in the back line. So if you just use this as an extender, you're free to make stuff like your Verte Anaconda. Something that I played that was a lot different from what a lot of people are playing right now is I played 3 Vion. So a lot of times I would start my turn, I normal summon Vion, declare effect Sin, and they think that my hand was bad because they think that this is just a one-of. This is the best one to dodge stuff like Imperm and Valor because of Mass Change. So this card was just amazing all day long. This card literally just baits so many interactions, and I was very happy with how this card worked out for me at 3. Going along with the 3 Vions, I also did play 2 copies of Stratos. I don't think that there's really a correct ratio, but I feel like 5 is right. So you can go 3 Stratos, 2 Vion. You can go. I like 3 and 2. I did play Masked Hero Blast, which did come up a couple of times at this tournament. So this number continues to work out good for me. So I think I'm going to keep trying this. 3 Vion, 2 Stratos. Excuse me. 2 Malicious. This card is absolutely insane. He stayed out of my hand the pretty good majority of the day, and every time I did see him, he was right there with Ferris, so never drew doubles, so that helps. We have 2 Shadow Mist. This card with Hero Lives is just crazy. You make Darklaw in 1 summon, bro. Like, Darklaw with a search on their turn for Honest Neos to prevent them from attacking over it, and most decks right now just scoop at Darklaw. It's pretty funny when they just slam down droplets, and you're like, no, you can't do that. You can't send a grave under Darklaw. Very crazy on that. Now we have our 3rd copy of Malicious. This card is insane. People that don't play this card, you need to play this card. This card's absolutely insane. If you play Fusion Destiny, you play this card. There's no reason to not play this card. Fusion Destiny is literally one card, DPE Plasma, because of this card. One Liquid Soldier, one Honest Neos, one Increase Hot Take, don't need two, never need two, will never play two. I'm not trying to add bricks to cut down on bricking. Drew this guy one time that entire day. I got hand trapped on my Hero Lives, so I normal summon this, use Tactics, take Monster, make Verde, summon DPE. So this was completely fine at one. I'll never go back to playing two. One is most definitely correct. Last monster is one Plasma. The Plasma lock with D-Force is insane. I'm still not 100% sure if it's correct or not, but I did have a lot of success with it. So until it stops working, I'm going to keep trying this out. This card's cracked, bro. Like, if you Plasma DPE, normally they're going to be down by about 1,600. So you have a skill drain. Everything they have on the field is reduced by 1,600. This is getting plussed 100 for each monster in both players' graveyards, and it can attack twice. Your opponent can't target any cards you control because of D-Force, and this can't be destroyed by card effects. And I don't remember if I said it can attack twice under D-Force, so Plasma is insane. That rounds off the monsters. Going into spells. 2 Hero Lives, 2 Fusion Destiny, and 2 D-Force. All 3 of these cards were just insane. Hero Lives is just the best bait that you could hope for. This card, if it does get ashed, you just immediately just OTK them, because this is normally the bait. A lot of people have come at me with the life point cost. If your opponent can't play under Dark Law, the game's going to end. So it doesn't matter if I pay half my life, summon Shadow Mist, go search, mass change, set pass. If their deck just inherently just can't play through Dark Law, the life point difference doesn't matter. Normally, if there's not a lot of time left, I will take these out in Game 3. But beside that, the card was insane. We touched on D-Force earlier. This card was absolutely insane for me. Oddly enough, I think I used the effect to grab from Grave more than I did from deck. Because you can sort of play around, or you can play Underdroll and Lockbird, like you can Fusion Destiny to send your Plasma, then D-Force it from Grave. So that was really good. And then obviously Fusion Destiny, we play the max amount of Fusion Destiny. That's it for the 2 ofs. 1 ofs, I play 1 Miracle Fusion. I don't really think there's an argument to really play more than 1. There's a card in my extra deck I wish I had played that you'll see here soon. 1 Poly, there were several times I wanted 2, so I might actually go up to 2. Because one thing that you don't really have is like a lot of recovery after you get nibbed, which goes into another card that I really want to be playing as well. Not necessarily for nib, but for another situation. And then we played 1 Rhoda. I did drop the emergency call this time. I didn't really feel like it was super necessary. You already have Rhoda, which searches any warrior. It doesn't just have to search an elemental hero. So I also cut Foolish Burial. I didn't really think that card was that great. I played 3 Mass Change, 3 Forbidden Droplet, and 3 Triple Tactics Talent. Obviously, we're not going to touch a lot on Mass Change. You play 3. But these cards right here. These right here. Day 1, I went X2, and I didn't make top cut. I did not play Tactics on day 1. I played Chalice. Tactics is definitely the move. You can do things like Tactics to take DPE after they've used the effect, and like, let's say you droplet it, attribute it off for like Cross Crusader or Increase. So, and a lot of times too, I went back to playing Verte, so you can like take a big monster. Like one time I took a dude's Barone, summoned Ferris, used the effect, it got negated with another effect, so I just punched with Ferris and Barone, made Verte and summoned DPE. Actually, no, he didn't. He did not negate Ferris's effect. I'm sorry. I discarded the Increase that game to summon the Ferris, so I did not use Ferris's effect. Hand traps, I used 2 Ash, 2 Valor, and 2 Imperm. These just all felt okay. I chose to play this because I did side deck 3 Crossout Designator, and they just all felt okay. They were just there. Nothing super spectacular. Like Valor's not very good into like the Prank Kids matchup, which I think is the worst matchup for the deck. So I don't know if I'll end up keeping these. I might actually just end up going to playing 3 Ash and 3 Imperm instead, or maybe going back to play 3 Ash and 3 Chalice. So we'll just keep trying this out and see how this works out. That rounds off the main deck. It's sitting at currently 41 cards. Going into the extra deck, we played 1 Masked Hero Acid. He doesn't come up a lot, but when he does, it is game. 2 Dark Law. The long arm of the Dark Law, you summon this guy with a little bit of protection. Sometimes you don't even need protection, and you just win. I played Masked Hero Anki, definitely the weakest card in my extra deck this time. This guy only really shines with Forbidden Chalice, which I didn't obviously play. I didn't have all of my hero cards with me in Vegas, so I didn't have anything that I could swap this out for. But this is going to be Elemental Hero the Shining going forward, because a lot of times you need ways to recur back like your Honest Neos in the mid to late games. You don't get to mid to late a lot, but sometimes you do, and you need those extra cards to be able to be recycled. So this is going to be the Shining going forward. Master Hero Blast. So round 1, I played against Tinny Sword Soul in game 2. Normal summoned Stratos. Went to use effect, he Chi-Chowed it. Chain Mass Change, going to Blast, resolve my Stratos. Blast effect to have the Chi-Chow. He negated with Baron, and then I OTK'd him. So this guy's crazy. 1 Sunrise, 1 Absolute Zero, 1 Trinity. I only summoned Trinity once, but every time you summon Trinity, you win. So I don't think there's any argument to not play this card. 1 Dangerous, never summoned him, I think, 1 time. Once again, this is a card that when it comes up, you need it. So unfortunately, you kind of do have to play it. 1 God card, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, the card that made the deck relevant. Sometimes you don't even have to pop with this card because you just reduced everything that they have by so much. They just can't attack over anything. I played 2 Cross Crusaders. The second one did come up a few times. But there's probably games I was going to win anyway. You probably could play one. Still played 1 Dread Decimator. Came up against Prank Kids. Unfortunately, he was up too high on life. If I had a way to recur my Honest Neos that game, I could have actually killed him and won that round, unfortunately. So I think I will still be playing this. Wonder Driver is insane. Being able to reset Mass Change, Poly, Fusion Destiny, Miracle Fusion. This card's really, really strong. And the 15th card was Verte Anaconda, which I put in Sunday. I didn't play this card on Saturday. Massively regretted it. Huge mistake not playing this card on Saturday. I'm going to be playing this card going forward. Going into the side deck, I played 3 Cosmic. I didn't really think stuff like Lightning Storm was really great because of the trap decks. Like they played Lord of Heavenly Prison. I don't really want to play evenly because I don't really want to skip my battle phase. So like most of the time you can turbo through traps. You're like really worried about like stuff like TC Boo. So this helps solve those problems even under like Lord of Heaven Prison. 3 Nib, which doubled as a cross-out target alongside of Droll and Lockbird. There's another combo with Droll and Lockbird I'm going to touch upon in a later video that you can do to basically lock your opponent out of searching the whole turn, off triggering your own effect. You don't even have to wait for them to search, so that'll be what I do going forward. 3 Lancia, and then the last card is 3 Cross-Out Designators. Shoutouts to Corey Smash Cards for loaning me 1 and my friend Tobias for loaning me the other 2. I didn't use it a lot, but the games it came up, it definitely was worth it. So Cross-Out Designator was very good in the side deck. So that rounds off the hero deck. Like I said, it's 41 cards. Here's the visual representation of the deck one more time for those of you that missed it in the beginning. So drop me some comments. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see more hero content? I'm about to get back on Dark Magician content. I was going to play Dark Magician Day 2 in Vegas, but I unfortunately forgot some key cards back in North Carolina, so that was not happening, so I chose to play Heroes Day 2. Obviously, it was the correct choice to play that day. The deck was on fire. I think this deck is very close to being built correctly, and I'm going to keep testing it going forward, so make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Mike from Dark Magical Gaming signing out until the next one. Peace, everybody.